Hey, it's TDA, and today I have another demo to share with you, and I am going to need your help with this because I played this demo twice and I still don't know why I like this game. So, to give you the picture, this is a point-and-click adventure game where you play a detective in a noir setting. So, a rather grim, dark setting where people drink and smoke a lot and are generally a bit pessimistic, but they still get things done. Now, the twists, as you can see, the world is filled with animals rather than normal people. And we are playing chickens. Why? I have no idea, and I will admit that my first response to the whole animal thing was no thank you. But then I actually played the game because I'm a sucker for noir settings, and honestly, it somehow works. What also really works actually is the dialogue and the voice acting, which is way beyond what I would normally expect for a game like this, so it has that going for it as well. So, here's my request. Either try it yourself, the demo should be out when you're watching this, and let me know, or watch my playthrough, and either way just let me know if I'm crazy and what you thought of the game. For now, let's jump in.
Previously on Chicken Police, Into the Hive.
Let's just stick with the classics. It was a dark and stormy night. Well, it wasn't that stormy, but it was cluckin' dark for sure. I woke up from a horrible dream among boxes that had my whole life in them. I was ready for the big journey around the wilderness. But a mysterious woman in a hood came to ruin everything. Sound familiar? And she came straight from the Hive, fellas, with a case that looked like straight suicide. Did I take it? Cluck, yes, because that's me. The perfect schmuck. Now all I had to do was get Marty, my partner, to back me up. But he strangely refused to pick up the phone. I wonder what could have happened to him.
What the fluffy, feathery, scaly cluckin' hell's going on here?
Okay, so a little bit of context here, because initially I was lost, so I actually had some contact with the developers to check what was going on. We're actually starting a little bit into the game, so this is not the start of the game normally. So if you're a little bit lost about the context, that's why. So there's more story to be told, basically. This is just to give you an impression of what the game is about, give you a feel for the vibe and things like that. But you're not supposed to really understand the entire story yet or anything like that, because of course that's supposed to be part of the full game. On top of that, I actually think it's kind of smart with the whole clucking stuff going on. This is really something people are either going to hate or like. I actually kind of like it as long as it's not overdone or if it's done smart. But basically, I could actually swear like I don't know, a sailor. As long as I keep saying clucking this and clucking that, it's not going to count for the YouTube algorithm, so that's a smart thing to do. Anyway, I'm hoping the balance between the sounds is okay. I can't really fine-tune all the settings right now because of the fact that this is a demo, but let's see what's going on with Marty. So we got a case, we're supposed to pick up our partner, get to the station, and get going. The Hive that is mentioned is apparently a very dangerous part of the city, where you normally wouldn't want to be, but we need to go there for our case.
Hey, buddy, you all right?
You hear me, honey? That's not how this works. No, it's not.
Yeah, Marty. Hello, Marty.
I've been drinking, right? That I'm drunk? Huh?
Marty. Hey, partner. Hey, buddy. Oh, goddamn featherhead.
Tearing me apart, Laura!
Oh, no chance. I've got to get him out of this stuff somehow.
Okay, so one thing I want to note is that that's kind of play button you just saw on the dialogue actually allows you to automate the progression of the dialogue as long as you don't have any choices to make, which is a really nice feature because usually you either spend your time clicking through dialogue a lot. You can still do that, so actually you can speed things up by doing that. This is just a way to naturally have the dialogue flow without you having to click all the time, so it's a nice feature. So apparently my partner is, I think, getting thrown out of his house. You can click on things to more inspect them and get some comments on that.
And a tidy little house with probably tidy little neighbors. Neighbors who don't deserve this shit show.
I think they got the whole noir vibe spot on. So if that's your thing, again, I think you might really like this game as well. Other than that, there's some quality of life features here, so you can kind of see what you can click on. I'm not entirely sure what I think about that in games like this, because it makes it really easy to see what you can interact with. Of course, this is probably not the hardest part of the game, but still. Either you're in it for the story, then this is perfectly fine, or you're in it for the puzzle, then this is not a button you want to click. Now, just to walk you through whatever else we have kind of a notebook here that has details on all the characters you've met, the locations you've visited, and what you're supposed to be doing. There's not much going on, but there's clues to be found that you can pick up. So, yeah, you can play the actual detective. What else do we have? We have a map, which currently doesn't have a lot of places for us to go, but of course you'll get more and more of those. And then we have a pretty nice looking inventory, actually, with a gun. So we have a gun to start with, yay! Anyway, let's see what's up with Marty. So you can either look at Marty just to inspect him, you can have some questions you can ask him. I'm not entirely sure what this button is for, probably, well, policing things like arresting people and stuff like that. And then this is just a general conversation button.
He's not gonna talk to me until I get him out of this state.
Yeah, so we need to snap him out. Now there's this ball on the floor.
Marty's beloved Vectra ball. Pretty cold of Laura to chuck that out, but it might just be useful.
Okay, we have the ball. Let's throw the ball, I guess, to his head. So you can combine items, and there's nothing to combine here yet. So I'm not sure if this is just disabled by default, or if this is disabled because we don't have anything to combine it with. But for now, let's just toss the ball.
Hey, I know you can hear me! Everyone is listening to us! Don't you care?
You shouldn't laugh at that, but it's funny.
Hey!
Finally! Good evening, partner.
What the hell, man?
Hey, Marty. Everything okay, buddy?
What? Of course it's you. Who else would it be?
Are you, by any chance, a little tipsy, Marty?
You just don't cluck at me about drinking here, okay?
I didn't say anything.
Well, don't. Because...
Listen, Marty. All this stuff here. Yeah, Laura she didn't throw you out, did she?
What? Me? Ha! I can't be thrown out. I'm Marty Cluckin McChicken. Do you hear me, honey? I can't be thrown out.
Take it easy, Marty.
Actually, I threw her out. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Let's get your stuff and get out of here, okay?
Okay, Boss Bird. But promise us we're gonna do something stupid.
Huh, that I'm sure of.
Wait a minute. Just one tiny minute.
Marty, no.
Laura!
Come on.
Laura!
Oh, for cluck's sake. Look, I got something in the car that'll help you.
I do?
Here it is. My beloved flask. Contains a killer cocktail handed down to me by good old Dr. Bubo.
Okay, so I really like the voice acting of the main character. Not so much the one of Marty, maybe. I don't know yet, but yeah, the main character is super spot on.
What the? God, you want to kill me?
Take a few deep breaths and everything will be fine.
God. Crazy clucking son of a chicken.
Better?
Yes. Lucky you.
Well, there you go.
But never again.
Agreed. Shall we go?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, and if you puke in my car, I'll pluck you and cook you alive.
Yeah, let's just get out of here.
That's my boy.
Okay, so we have a new location, and we're pretty much done here, I believe. So we are at the dollhouse, which is Marty's nest, apparently. Nest, yeah, that makes sense. He's a chicken. Let's go to the police department. So, Everything is in black and white, and of course in a noir setting that's kind of fitting, but you can actually change things to color mode if that's what you want to do. You can switch at that in any time, by the way.
It didn't bode well for the evening. I was just about to call the whole thing off, but after a nap in the passenger seat, he woke up innocent as a day-old chick. Fists, bullets, or booze, this damn cock dodged them all, but Laura hit the only tender spot he has, his overly large heart. We were standing outside the station, waiting for him to compose himself before going in. He avoided my gaze, and I didn't blame him. In over 10 years of working together, I've never seen him let himself get this low. Well, it's a first time for everything.
Listen, man, I...
Don't get started, Marty, okay? Just take a deep breath, and let's get going.
Yeah, right. You just forgot to tell me what we're doing here.
Well, I didn't want to wake you. You were snoring so sweetly in the car.
Sorry.
Right now, we need paperwork to enter the Hive.
Yeah, sure. Wait, what?
You heard it right, partner. We got some business in Roachtown. Anyway, it'll give Laura a chance to cool off.
Oh, cluckin' hell. Can we maybe not talk about that?
Whatever suits you, partner.
Listen, do you have an aspirin? My brain is trying to burst out of my skull.
Nope. But if Monica's here, I'm sure she'll help you.
Ah, good. She's always there when you need her, huh?
Uh-huh. I just hope the old bone chewer won't be in.
Blood boil? You know the dog that barks doesn't bite.
Yeah, right. Just sends you on unpaid leave.
Okay, so everything that's being mentioned is being tracked in your notebook over here. So locations that have been mentioned, so you can kind of review that. Which is actually useful. For example, the world is kind of known as the wilderness. Clawville is the city that we're in. Things like that don't make immediate sense if you're not used to a world filled with animals, I suppose. But it's really easy to reference, and it's really succinctly summarized over here. So that's nice. What we are supposed to be doing and the locations, like I've mentioned before. I think the characters will be added in. As you can see, they just mentioned 2 new characters which we haven't met yet, so we don't know what they look like, stuff like that. But they will be filled in as we meet them. So there's nothing too much to do out here, so let's go into the station.
Well, if it isn't the chicken police in the flesh.
The hens that lay the golden eggs, huh?
Moses. Plato. Evening, gentlemen. Now get lost. Marty's having a rough night.
Everything all right, Marty, my boy? You look like you've been swimming in the Times. Or are you just juiced up?
Aw, are you mewling at me, tiny tiger? I'm sorry, it's hard to hear you from up here.
Tiny what? What did you say?
Please don't do this, Plato. We're so much better than that.
So sorry about the sound cutting out there for a moment. I think I was adjusting a couple of things outside of the game, and apparently that stops the game. Anyway, look, more animals. I really like this fox dude. Not entirely sure if we're looking at what's going on with this cat over here. So you get to answer in different ways. I don't know right now if it matters much, but of course you can be positive, negative, and stuff like that, and that's potentially impacting your game as well. So. These are basically our detective competitors. We're all the same side, of course, because we're on the force, but yeah, there's a bit of competition going on between these 2 teams, I think.
Ah, for cluck's sake.
He started it.
Did not.
That's enough, please.
Sadly, I have to agree with Moses.
Ugh, okay.
Okay, so let's see. We are supposed to meet up with some people. They mentioned Monica, I believe it was, who is supposed to be at the reception, but...
Weird to see the front desk without Monica.
It really is. I don't know if I've seen it empty since she's been working here.
We should look into this mystery.
Yep, we shouldn't, but we will.
Yep.
I'm sticking to like the main line of the story. There's more characters that you can interact with, but none of them add too much to the story at this point, so I'm I'm going to skip through that for the moment. There's this button here, by the way, that you can push if you want to see everything in color, which is actually really nicely done as well. Yeah, not entirely sure. Let's play with color for a moment to give you that vibe as well. A tired colleague, we can go to the offices maybe?
There for us now.
Apparently not. So, where is Monica? Maybe Moses knows? Let's talk
Sorry
to...
to bother you guys, but have you seen Monica? And can you tell us where we can find her?
Oh, of course. You just have to ask. She went down to the shooting range.
The shooting range? Monica? Are we talking about the same person? To be honest, I was surprised too.
Strange.
Quite. Yeah, thanks anyway, guys. Have a nice standing around and doing nothing.
So, the color is nice and all, but this is not a detective noir without a reason, so let's go back to black and white.
Monica Rosen. A tiny, fragile body housing a rock-hard woman with perfectly polished nails, a sharp beak, and an even sharper mind. She's a real machine, a workaholic, and a mother goose who always does what she has to do. And for us, she sometimes does a little bit extra. She's like an anchor holding a tiny boat in place on a boiling sea. So it genuinely surprises us to find her upset. Something must have happened.
Ooh, the intrigue.
Oh my goodness, I'm in love.
No, you're not. Pull yourself together.
What could have happened to her? She's never been down here before. In fact, she's never left the front desk. And the gun?
Yeah, but it's none of our business.
We're detectives, Sonny. Everything's our business.
Oh, it's quite a catchphrase.
Yeah, I should have thought of that before, like a whole career before.
Yep,
Well, that ship has sailed.
it sure has.
Someone here has a sophisticated sense of humor.
I think it's pretty apt.
Ha ha ha. Wait a minute. It wasn't you, was it?
What, me? Don't make fun of yourself, Marty. It's so childish.
Yeah, I'm watching you, old bird.
Yeah, leave me alone.
I'm watching you.
Okay, so let's check what's up with Monica.
Hey, Mon. What's up? It's a little, unusual finding you here.
What? Me? Oh, it's nothing. I just came down to chill out a little. And it's already better.
Chill out a little.
Exactly. Yeah. Chill out. You know.
Well, if anyone, I can understand. I spent half my life down here, but I've never seen you here, Mon. Especially...
With a huge cluckin gun in your hand.
Oh, that? Oh, it's nothing really. I've just been under a lot of pressure lately, and I thought I'd give it a try. It felt pretty good, honestly.
Amen, sister.
By the way, you're looking a little ragged, Marty. Did something happen?
To me? Oh, no, nothing. Just,
He's got a cluckin hangover, Mon.
Hangover? I thought you never drank.
well, first time at the range for you. First time at the bottom of the bottle for me. Looks like it's a night of firsts, huh?
Fair enough. I'm not pushing.
Thanks, Mon.
Anything I can do for you guys? I assume you're not here to just chill out, right?
Sharp as always, Mon. We were looking for you.
Well, I'm here. So shoot.
Shoot at the shooting range. So you can actually shoot yourself as well. There's a little mini game that I'm going to skip just to keep this demo a little bit short, but you can try it out for yourself. Again, the demo is available right now. We need some help from Monica. So look, we get the whole thing. We have something going on here, so there's new options here and here. Let's start there.
So what's up? What are you doing here at this hour?
We could use your help, sweetheart.
I'm at your service, boys. Ask away.
Yeah. That's exactly what we want to do. So now I'm not entirely sure why there is a split between these dialogue options. There's probably a good reason for that that's not immediately clear, but this is really the important stuff that you can ask about, so I would just expect that in the list with the general stuff, but I don't know. Let's ask about Marty's headache.
Do you happen to have an aspirin? Marty's pretty useless right now.
Yeah, I've got a jazz band in my skull. I think a trumpet solo is playing right now.
I have some in the medical kit at my desk. Come by whenever.
Oh, thanks, Mon.
Okay.
So, we need the papers to enter Roachtown, Mon.
Furry heavens, Boss Bird. I knew this day would come, but so soon?
What day would come?
The day you finally get yourself killed. But why do you have to drag poor Marty into it? He's still so... well, he's not so young anymore, but he's still full of hope.
Thanks, I guess.
Sweetheart, we just have a case there, that's all. We can't do it from the outside.
Why don't you ask that bug friend of yours, Frank? He's helped you out more than once, hasn't he?
Well, I think part of this is about him. He might have gotten himself into trouble. Again.
And you think you're the ones the poor residents of the Hive need?
This is important, Mon. I mean, this time, it really is.
Mon?
Wild heavens. Okay. You owe me one. Again.
You're an angel.
Oh yeah, I am. I'll add it to the list.
How does it work?
I'll give you the permit at the front desk. But you'll need another detective to sign it as a witness, because you can't count on the boss's support.
No problem. I got Marty.
No, you're partners, so I need someone from the station who's not Marty, but equal in rank to you.
Oh, okay. Maybe Boscarelli, the shaggy bone chewer.
He had a tough case in the Calavera Hills. Some serious cat fight. You know he's got cat allergies, so he's on forced rest.
Well then,
There is no one left but
Moses.
and Plato.
You're like two eggs, boys, you know that? But, yeah, you're right. They're the only ones you can count on right now.
Chicken shit. Thanks anyway, sweetheart.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so I think Monica just left and went back, so let's go after her. So let's see. We have some more details on characters now. We also... where is our list? What's up with Monica? We still don't know. We need an aspirant and we need permission for the Hive entry. So let's check with Monica. The aspirant?
My head's still splitting.
Just take this.
Thanks, Mon.
You'll be all right in a minute, you big chicken.
I hope so. Because right now, I've got a feeling this is gonna be my last night.
Hey, no cryptic prophecies, Marty. You're proved right too many times.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we have the aspirant. We don't have the permission papers yet. Can we get them from you? No. We can talk to these guys now.
Hey, fellas. I heard you guys had some business in the Hive recently.
There was a little incident, yes, but nothing too serious.
Unfortunately,
We went to ease some of the tension there, but it didn't work out that way.
What do you mean?
we had the one and only Mick in custody, but he was released a day later for lack of evidence.
Mick? As in, Mongrel Mick. Mick Castle, the head of the Cluckin Golden Fang clan.
Since you've let yourself out of the bag, Plato, my dear, Mick has been camping out in the Hive lately, because he thinks we couldn't touch him there.
He's right about that.
Well, unfortunately, the sly ape is, at the moment. The Hive is still off limits, and since we don't have any incriminating evidence against him, he's untouchable.
And paperwork. If you have it, you can get into the Hive, right?
Wait, why are you guys so interested in the Hive? Are you going
Bastards.
Innocent curiosity, Moses. Nothing more.
Well, interesting.
We'd better be going. Don't take any wooden nickels, boys.
You're welcome.
So how do I get them to sign my papers, and how do I actually get those papers?
Fellas. Glad you're still here.
Well, well. I never heard that from you before, Santino.
Make a note, because it won't happen again.
What can we do for you, chickens?
Oh, it's, just a little favor.
Oh, okay, so that's the other dialogue option, apparently. Again, it's a little confusing, but anyway, yeah, we need your permission. What's going on here? Why are his eyes crossed out? Is that just because we don't like him? Is this kind of like the cutout photograph of him that's on our desk with... I don't know.
We have a small favor to ask.
Huh, that's what I call a surprising turn of events.
You're telling us.
I'm not gonna mince words. We need your signatures for a permit.
Ah, so you are going to the Hive. I thought so.
You thought so. Listen, a friend of ours is in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
The life-threatening kind.
That could be said of almost anyone in the Hive.
Moses, please. We're both on the same team, right?
Fine. But you owe us one.
We're used to it.
Those ain't just words, chicks. Once we help you, you help us. No questions asked.
As Plato says. So, we got a deal?
Ah, catch it. Okay, Moses. But I'm not gonna shine your shoes.
We'll see. Let me know when you have the paperwork.
We will. That was easy.
Too easy. We'll regret this, believe me.
Ah, they're gonna ask for something humiliating, right?
Well, those two are competitive. They're not unprofessional. But they could put us in danger.
Beyond what we already face?
Exactly.
Well, what's new? Our lives are a constant, needless, risk-taking roller coaster for which we get nothing but a series of scars and nightmares.
Right.
Okay, so what's up with the vending
He's
machine?
been dead for years. Besides, Marty was the only one who drank that garbage.
Not much is the answer. So let's get our papers. We should be able to get those now. There's other options as well, but I'll let you explore those.
Here, just get Moses and Plato to sign it and you're done.
We can jive with this anywhere in the Hive, Jive in the Hive.
It's just a piece of paper, Marty. It'll be useful once you've set the Hive on fire and you need proof you had permission to be there in the first place.
Nice.
That sounds
But
like a
the Hive
prophecy.
has its own life, its own rules. Its residents won't be impressed that you have a piece of paper issued by the Clawville PD. In fact, I wouldn't wave it in public if I were you.
Understandable.
Thanks again, sweetheart. You saved us, as always.
Come on, it's my job. Well, no, but I'm happy to do it for you.
You make my heart melt.
Let's go before we have to call an ambulance.
Take care of each other, boys.
I really like this Monica character, by the way. I think, again, this is one of the characters that's really spot on, is really enjoyable, fits the theme, things like that. Not entirely sure about the cats, but I also like Moses, so yeah, so far so good. Can we actually use this? Is Marty somewhere here? Because we have Esper now, but... yeah, he's not on the screen, right? And I can look at it. Oh, one already saved Marty's life, so he already had one, but we got some spares. Okay, okay. So we have these documents over here. I think these are the documents. Unsigned permission, yeah, so we need to have that signed in order to get to the part of town where we want to go.
Here you go, fellas. One scribble from you is enough, Moses, but you can sign it too, Plato.
I'll pass.
Let's see. Done.
It was a pleasure.
See ya, boys.
Sonny,
Huh? Yeah?
we'll be keeping an eye on you. And don't forget, you're in our debt.
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
Nothing. Right now.
Well, bye, fellas. Okay, so what exactly are we talking about? I get that we're snooping around the Hive, but what about Frank? And where does Mick come into it?
Just relax. We'll go up to my place and I'll show you.
That's what she said.
Ah, stop clucking around. This is big. You're about to see how big.
That's what she said. Never mind.
Ah, moron.
Okay, but all joking aside, I'm getting tired of being the last to know what case we're working on.
Well, someone's got to be last, right?
Don't be a jerk, Sonny.
All right. But you know, an hour ago, you weren't in any state for details.
I know, but are you gonna keep bringing that up?
I hope that was a rhetorical question.
Kinda.
Okay, speaking of things left unsaid, what's the deal with Laura? She dumped you because you got drunk? And you got drunk because she dumped you?
You know what, Sonny? You're totally right. Let's just keep our little secrets to ourselves.
Suits me.
Sometimes I feel like I have a boil in my brain named Sonny, bursting with macho pride, smothered emotions, and dangerous secrets.
Because you read too much chicken shit.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so let's see. We have a new location. Now, he mentioned that we could go to his place, which isn't on the map. So I'm assuming that's a demo thing because, well, right now we're supposed to go, I think, straight to the Hive. We do have access to that, so we won't get actually the explanation what case we're on, and I think that's a little bit unfortunate because I'm kind of curious what the case is about. There were a couple of characters mentioned that we haven't met yet, but for the moment, let's just stick with the actual demo and check that out.
The distant light. Inviting for the locals, I'm sure, but it makes my comb crawl. Just to look at that collapsing neon sign. Could this be the last light we'll see? Or the light at the end of the tunnel? Still, there's nothing we can do. The trail drew us here like insects drawn to the flame. We have to find out who's running this place, and what she has to do with the disappearance of the bodies.
So apparently there is bodies and they disappeared, and for whatever reason we think that someone in this this bar, I think, I'm not entirely sure what it is related to that. Again, demo thing. Look at the vibe of the game, not the story as much, for the moment at least.
Didn't bring Bertha. We might need her here.
Your shotgun would only cause more trouble, believe me. This is not the Hive it used to be, pal. Things have changed.
Oh, cluckin' hell. I feel like everyone's staring at us.
Well, they probably are. You remember the rules, right?
Yeah, I remember. No looking up, no looking down, no looking anywhere. We should have come with paper bags on our heads.
If we're lucky, we won't be here long. But we need to talk to whoever's pulling the strings.
The strings?
I mean, the Spider Queen.
Ah, we're so gonna die.
Let's hope not.
So what happens now?
I guess we need to ask the locals where to find her.
Ah, great plan. Go ahead, take the glory.
You're not much help today, Big Bird.
But I am amazing company.
Sure.
Okay, so this is an interesting location. Let's see what it looks like in color. That's not color, this is the color, but... Ooh! Yeah, I was kind of expecting this to light up. What's this going on over here? It almost looks like there's a bat hanging here or something like that, but I can't click it. There's all kinds of goo over here. That's probably something like bee wax or something like that. This is one of the scenes that I think really shines in color. If you compare it to this, it works. You still get the gist, but the color is really nicely done, I believe. So there's a lady over here, and there's a guy over here. We want to go inside, but that's probably not going to work, given the fact that there's someone with a baseball bat standing in front.
Do you think we could just walk in?
Until that slime bag lets us, I don't think so.
Ah, why do gangsters always have a huge goon blocking the door?
Because otherwise, two rooster coppers armed to the teeth could just march in.
Good point.
Slime ball. You see what you did there?
Hey, big guy.
Yeah?
Tell me, what's your name?
Hank. Hank Hardshell.
Are you an athlete, Hank?
What?
Well, that's a vector ball bat in your hand.
Oh, that? What about that?
If you're not playing Vectra Ball, you shouldn't be waving that around. And we need to confiscate it.
As my learned colleague says.
Did we say something funny?
Aye, that's a good one. Really.
Now listen here, you slimy.
Take it easy. Let's start from the beginning. We haven't introduced ourselves. Do you know who we are?
Chickens?
Yeah, but that's not what I mean.
Coppers, right?
Chicken coppers.
I'm good at this. I like guessing games.
Can you also guess what happens if you don't give us that bat?
Ah. I guess it stays with me.
The law is the law, big boy. I don't make the rules. But if you don't give us the bat, we have to take you in.
Okay, okay. So listen here, chicken coppers. This is the Hive, in case you didn't notice. You don't have anywhere to drag me. There's no PD here. Or are we going to drive all the way to the centre of town so you can stick me in a cell and hunch over paperwork till dawn for a wee bat? I didn't think so.
What? How dare you?
Okay, big boy. Fair enough.
Take this as a warning.
Oh, oops. I just shit my pants, cluckers.
Watch it.
That accent. So what's up with her? Let's
Hello, miss.
check the lady out.
Yes? Can I help you?
We hope so. Can we, get some directions?
Well, okay. What would you like to know? But quickly, please. I'm expecting someone.
We'll be quick, miss. We promise.
Calla. My name is Calla.
Miss Calla. What an exceptional name. So we're actually looking for the local, I mean, you know.
We're looking for the Spider Queen, Miss Zenada.
Oh.
Oh?
Well,
Well,
you mean you really don't know?
We don't know if you don't tell us what we might not know.
This is all hers.
you mean the joint?
The joint. And the street. And the precinct. And everything.
That sounds pretty serious.
It is. You have no idea how much.
Good to know. So, can you tell us where we can find her?
You can find out everything in here, in the distant light. That's all I can say. Although if I were you, I would avoid the place. In fact, the entire Hive for that matter. Please don't bother me any further. Farewell, gentlemen.
I'm sorry, did we say something wrong?
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, we understand. Goodbye.
Okay, so apparently we're here to meet up with a Spider Queen, which is probably literally going to be a Spider Queen, which honestly I'm kind of curious to find out what she looks like. Spoiler alert, we are not going to find out just yet, but we have some new options we can talk to Hank about. Why is the other optional lighting up as well?
Oh, you two again.
Listen, pal, tell me, you some kind of doorman?
What do I look like?
A snail?
What else?
A doorman?
Hey, hey!
I love his
I know
accent.
what you're doing. The guessing game. That was a good one.
Wasn't it? I'm glad we could create such happy moments together. Can we go in then?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we have to do to get in?
Just ask me nicely and hand me your weapons. That's all.
What? Over my dead feathery body, pal.
Well, I can help you with that.
We're police officers. We can't hand over our weapons to you. It's the other way around.
Aye. And I'm a doorman. I can't let anybody in with a gun. Boom. We're at stalemate. What's next?
You gonna let him talk to us like that?
What do you suggest, Marty?
Oh, you don't want to know.
We'll be back soon, pal.
Good for me, I guess.
Yeah, well, let's see if she can help us out in any way. Ask about Hank.
Look, we really don't want to bother you.
So why are you bothering me?
That slimy mountain of a guy at the door with the big bat in his hand.
Oh, him? Mm-hmm, yes, so what about him?
Well, it's a bit difficult talking to him. It's like trying to have a conversation with a bowl of jelly. But you two seem to know each other.
Him and me? What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an assumption. You know, we're detectives.
Ah, yes, that makes sense, I guess.
So,
Does it?
do you know him?
Well, it's an exaggeration to say I know him, but, well, he's Hank.
Yeah, Hank. He's a very handsome fellow for a pretty lady like you.
Pretty lady. Did he say that?
Oh, yeah, he did.
That huge masculine body seems to hide a sensitive heart. And above all, a shy boy.
Really? Oh, hush my heart.
So we thought we'd help him out a little to make the first move.
Can you?
Would you like to talk to him in private?
Is it that obvious?
We're just humble detectives, man.
Well, if you could put in a word for me.
We could try.
Thank you. Thank you, detectives.
Oh, it's nothing, miss. Our pleasure.
So we're gonna help the snail hook up with, well, I don't know, the wasp? I guess.
Hey, Mushface.
They're old people.
You again? What now?
We were just talking to Miss Calla when...
Miss Calla?
Yeah, the young lady. We couldn't help but notice that you're eyeing each other.
Ooh, me? Don't make me laugh, chickens.
Ah, don't be shy, buddy. She's quite a lovely lady.
Aye, she is. I mean, I suppose she is. We've never spoken.
What? Why, that's terrible.
It really is.
Something must be done about it.
By all means.
You think so?
Of course. The air is throbbing with chemistry.
Don't overdo it.
Listen, Hank, old bud. You need to strike while the iron's hot. Who knows if you'll get another chance?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you're right.
Of course we are.
Okay. I'll try to speak to her. Whew. You can do it, Hanky boy. You can do it.
That's the spirit. Get on it, you stud. I like it when things go well.
You mean when we manipulate invertebrates?
I just like to look at the bright side of things.
Well, be happy in your little world of pink.
Ha! At least mine has colors.
So both Calla and Hank are gone, so cuddle up in the alley probably, or something like that. I don't know. Are there anywhere over here? We can't see. But yeah, this actually brings us to the end of the demo. However, there is one more cutscene that kind of gives you a peek into all the well, the criminality going on in the background. So let's check that one out before we conclude.
So, are you ready? Or should I say, are you chicken enough?
Well, my head is still pounding, I'm nauseous, and I feel like this place is gonna kill us.
Now that you put it that way...
Come on, old bird. It'll be fun. Maybe the adventure of a lifetime. And besides, you started the whole thing, didn't you?
True enough. Okay, Marty. Let's cluckin' do this.
This whole madness started with this petty little affair. Petty to the one who reads it in the paper. Less petty to the one who's getting shot. Clawville, the city of opportunity, the city of dreams, a bastion of tolerance and equality, a genuine shithole. You know, truth is a weird dame. No matter how loyal you are to her, she'll cheat on you in the end. The question is, are you gonna stay by her side? And if you do, what price are you willing to pay?
So yeah, is this game over the top? Well, for sure. Does it work? I kind of think so, actually. I wasn't expecting to like the game at all when I first downloaded it. Just based on the whole chicken things and things like that going on. But honestly, I'm kind of intrigued to see where this is going. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Is this up your alley or not? What do you think about the vibe? What do you think about the animals? And what do you think about the whole dark black and white versus color? Let me know in short what you think. And I'm really anticipating to see what you come up with. Alright, if you're still here, you're awesome. I do hope to catch you in the next one.